Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. Hey Candy, how are you? I hope everybody is having a great day today. It is, what day is it? Wednesday. All day as well. I'm going to put on some lip jelly. My lips were super dry. So I'm putting on a little bit of lip jelly. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That I had a lot of fun. That's what I do in between our live chats is I create more videos. So yeah, there's a lot out there right now, and I've actually had a lot of fun doing it. So it's been super fun. So, all right. So right now we're going to get into airbrushing. What I'd love to do is go over the basics. I'm going to be with you for the 12, the 2, and the 4. And so I kind of want to build up to it. So this one, let's go over the basics and what you can do. I'll probably add a little bit more to it. And, because we always do. But we will go over the basics. So if you are new to airbrushing, your airbrush might look like this. This is the Icon Pro. And then let me get our other one out real quick. You might have one that looks like this, and that is the Icon. The difference is between the Icon and the Icon Pro is obviously the color. And then the Icon Pro has the dual speed, meaning it has a speed to do everything, your makeup, your blush, your eyeshadow. And then it has a higher speed for more body work. So like if you're going to do tanning or, just different things, even you could do the root and brow with the higher speed, that kind of thing. And then we do give you 2 bottles of foundation, and we give you the 2 large bottles of foundation. So for a couple of reasons, but one is you can mix and match to have that perfect shade 365 days a year. So you can lighten it or darken it, whatever you need to do. And then we also give you the 2 bottles, because think of the starter kit as your practice kit. We want you to practice. We want you to, really dive into it and use it. And so we give you enough foundation to be able to do that. And then also we give you the smaller bottles, the 0.25 bottles of the Love and the blush. Now the blush is super high pigmented, meaning it does intensify, it does come out, it does bloom. And so a little bit goes a long way. Keep in mind, with airbrushing, you're using 10 times less makeup, 10 times. And so you're going to be using drops at a time, all right? So I'm actually gonna start, my face is already prepped. I do have on the moisturizer, the AM lotion, and I'm now going to go in with the CC concealer because I have absolutely nothing on. I didn't even do my brows yet, and I'm just putting some drops right in there. I did about 4 drops. Hey, Jeannie. Hello, Nancy. How are you? And you know what? I was actually talking to somebody earlier today about we were FaceTiming, and I totally forgot that I was showing how precise it was, and forgot that I had actually eye makeup on, or I did a little bit on my eyes, so I could show how easy it is. So let me make sure I have all that off. All right, now we can get started. Yay, Patty! Everybody's here. All right, so now I'm going to go in and do the eye makeup, or not eye makeup, Lord have mercy, the CC concealer on my lids. And the reason I do that is because my lids are darker. And so I go in to make sure that they're even. And so that's what foundation does. Foundation's going to even out your skin tone, cover things that you need to cover, but it basically does what we call flatten you out. So it's going to make, like a lot of people have 2 tones to their skin, so it'll even you out. We can go in, cover what we need to cover, but it's making a blank canvas. And if you've ever seen a blank canvas, it's all one color. And then you start going in and you're adding color and you're adding dimension to that canvas. So think of your face as your canvas that you go in and do that. All right. Let's see. It's just now coming out. So Candy, I just started. I know there's a little bit of a delay. So normally I hang out for a second before I start because I know that there is a delay. So that's kind of weird that it does that. All right. So I'm going to go back on my eyes, lightly spraying. Now I'm going underneath. Amber, did I say hi to you? I can't. I hope I did. So the CC concealer is a concealer. And it comes, I'm using the light beige concealer, and I'm a shade 3, so that can kind of give you a little help on what shade to get, but it does come in different colors, and it's what I call pre-coverage. Or, you know, like, yeah, I think that's the best way to call it, pre-coverage. So I go in and start my coverage. So when I get to my foundation, I don't have to use as much foundation, and it gets me ahead of the game. All right. Any BOGOs this week? Patty, that's a good question. It actually changed yesterday. So I don't know if it's a BOGO. Patty, come back on at the 2 o'clock. I'm going to find out, or email me. Let me put that up there real quick too. I'm going to put, if you need to email me, and here are the times that we're on. We're on a lot for you guys. So we're on starting at 8 Central Time between me and Renee, or Renee and myself. We're on, and you can start your day with Renee and finish it off with me. So we are here so you can ask questions. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out for you. But I could have sworn I saw that. I'm going to have to find that. That's a good question, Patty. I know the sale changed yesterday, so I'll have to figure it out. Hopefully you got an email to tell you what is on. And I should know that. I just can't remember. Nancy says, I figured out my brow color, close enough. It is 2 drops of blonde, 1 drop of brown. I'm guessing can use 2 and 1. Every gentle and very nice. Very, and that is the one thing. Even with the brow colors, you can go in and kind of start it, and then if it looks too dark, add another, lighter color and kind of mix and match. That's what I love about it, because you can be really creative. That is for sure. All right, so if Sarah's on, Sarah, I haven't forgotten about you. So I'm going in. Now I have the CC concealer on, okay? So that is my pre-work. I'm now going in, and I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to create a little bit of some brows. I got a lip stain, so excited. Yay! I know everybody stalks their mail people once they order something. It's so great. I have, Amber, I have mixed the foundation with my Love. I have done that in the past. It's one way that you can put it on, or you can put Love on just in that high cheekbone area. But let me show you. These are the steps of getting started. Actually, I'm going to have to take my email off real quick so you can see all of it. The first one, guys, is when you get it out. Get it out and play with it. As soon as you plug it in, because it does all come put together, you just have to plug in the power cord. When you turn it on, there's air that comes out. And I want you just to play with that air. Feel that air on your face and get going. Put water in there and just play with it. No makeup, nothing. Just hold it in your hand and start playing with it. The more you have this in your hand, the more you're going to learn, whether it's a matter of just getting comfortable with it. I can pick up my stylus and it's second nature for me. And so you'll find that happens very quickly, and you'll be able to pick it up, have no problems whatsoever. But playing with the air, practicing with water, all of that is going to get you used to it. And again, the more you have it in your hand, the more you're going to learn. The second thing is keep your stylus moving. When you saw me do the CC concealer, I kept moving. I didn't stay in one spot too long. I just kept moving around the face, which makes sense because you're moving or you want the foundation all over. And so that makes sense. Second thing is make sure make sure you hold it 4 finger widths away. That is the perfect distance to do it, so you can have a flawless application and not have streaks, not be wet, all of that. When you're practicing with water and the air, put it closer, see what happens. Pull it back farther, see what happens. You'll be able to experience that and go, okay, that is right. I understand that now. So playing with water, playing with the air, you're going to understand these other steps. And then the last thing is lightly pull back on the trigger. When you turn on the system, the air that comes out is just air. Nothing is being released until you pull back on the trigger like that. And so when you're playing with the water, you'll see that. What happens when you pull all the way back? You'll get your face soaked with water. And so you barely want you barely want the makeup to come out. This is different than traditional makeup. We do not want a lot of makeup coming out. It's different than traditional makeup because of how it's applied, and you're putting it on and with those passes and in such a gentle, light manner that it dries instantly. It's going to look natural, not settle into wrinkles and crinkles, and you're going to look 10 years younger. Who doesn't like that? So I am using the Duo Eyebrow Pencil, and I'm just making some brush-like strokes to fill in my brows. The tail end of it, I like to go in with a clean spoolie and kind of brush through this just to soften it a little bit. All right. Let me take this back off so I can, there we go. And then I'll put there we go. All right. So I have the CC concealer, guys. And if you look at this, I'm like, I'm kind of okay with just the CC concealer. So if you wanted it in a super light fashion, bam, there you go. Hello, Tamberly, how are you? Nancy loves the lip stains. Do you pull trigger to the middle notch or that far? Jeannie, that's way too far. One, I can't see the notches because I need my glasses, but that middle notch is going to be too hard. It's kind of between that first and second one, right there. If you're questioning whether or not, if you're like, Heather, there's nothing coming out, take a handheld mirror and spray the mirror with just barely pulling back. You'll be able to see it on the mirror and go, oh, okay, there is something coming out. So that's one way to experience it. All right, let's see. Amber thanks me for my patience. And guys, that's what I'm here for. It makes me so happy when somebody is like, oh, now I get it. It's like one day it's going to click. If you do what I'm telling you to do, one day you'll be like, oh, okay, now I get it. You'll know that sweet spot on where to pull back on the trigger. But if you're not there yet, don't get frustrated. You'll get there. Don't get frustrated at all. Everybody learns differently. That's why I do give you different options as far as learning and what you need to do. So just know that as well. 1-2 drops of soft rose blush. And then I'm pointing it at my cheeks. But nothing is coming out. Nothing is coming out until I pull back on the trigger. Now it's coming out. Sarah, I did get your email. Thank you, girl. Bam, bam. Think about this, guys. I'm doing this without a mirror. My mirror's down there. I'm only looking into my screen, but I feel the air. I know that that's where the makeup's going to go. I have faith. I know it's right there. All right. So if you're like, wait a minute, has she done her foundation yet? No, I have not. I'm doing the blush first because our blush does bloom. Now, if you watched Renee earlier, you saw that she does her blush after the foundation. Now, she loves blush. Her dog's name is Blush. And so she likes her blush to stand out more. So it's a preference. I know when you're new, sometimes doing the blush first is a good idea, because now when I go in and do my foundation, it's going to blend everything for me. And I don't have to necessarily worry about it if I got it too much or if it's splotchy. It doesn't matter, because I'm able to blend it out. So I'm going to put my drops right in here. I did about 5. And then we got a lot of people. Ah, yay! 1 in 9 people. Yes, we're the correct 10. Although I go back and forth. I write left-handed. I airbrush most of the time left-handed, but everything else I do right-handed. I know it's weird. Hey, Casey, how are you? All right, so now I'm making my passes. I'm making my circles. Going on my upper lip, down my nose, under my eyes. I don't have to go under my eyes as much because I already got most of that covered with the CC concealer. So it's just a matter of blending all of that. Now my forehead. And see how precise this guy is. It is going only where I point it. I also don't have to rush. I can go exactly the areas I want. That was one pass. I can go back and blend out that blush a little bit more. I am going to take my mirror now and look and make sure that I have the coverage that I want. Do a little bit on my forehead, T-zone area. Oh, my tanning tonic's wearing off. I need to spray some more. All right, so I'm even spraying some of the airbrush makeup out because I didn't need as much as I thought I would. I have the coverage that I needed. And so now I'm adding a little bit of glow, 3 drops. Glow is a it's a highlighter, a true highlighter. It's similar to Love, except for the fact it is a true highlighter. So I'm gonna spray a little underneath my eyes. Now this is something you can do first if you need it blended, but see how nice and highlighted underneath my eyes are? And then I can spray a little bit very lightly in the brow, my brow bone. And there you go. Now with Love being a it's a hydrating illuminator, I don't want shine or any kind of illumination underneath my eyes necessarily. So that is, the Love is going to grab light. It is going to, you know, I don't want to say shine. It's going to have a little bit of, oh, that's the technical term. Oh, and so that I can do in that high cheekbone area, down my nose, tease like a Cupid's bow right there. And so there you go. I have something on lip now, like that. So if you can tell, like it does grab a little bit of a light. So a little bit goes a long way. You don't need a lot of that at all. But again, guys, the more you use it, the more you have this in your hand, the more you're going to learn. You don't know what something does, put it on. Just see. If you just pick it up and look at a color and like, oh, that would be a good eyeshadow, use it for eyeshadow. Oh, that would be a blah, blah, blah. Use it. It doesn't matter what it says on the bottle. That's the other great thing about Luminous is if you have different colors, you have endless possibilities. You can also use glow to lighten things, to put a drop in your blush to lighten the blush. There's so much that you can do. It's amazing. So you did see me start off with the lip jelly. I love this lip jelly. You can use it by itself. It's amazing. So I was right-handed. Ah, yeah, it's hard when you're left-handed and then people show you right-handed and then you're like, okay, I'll do it the correct way now. So there you go. All right, that is it for our noon, guys. Come on back. We'll be back at 2. I'm going to take this off and we'll start again, and we'll just keep going and keep adding and ask me questions. I'm here for you guys. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys very, very soon. All right. Bye for now, guys.